for the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them the wall. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
It is time for the Target Series to go racing in northeastern Pennsylvania here at the Pocono Raceway for the running of the Gertrude 250. Jay Randall, the 52, is on pole for today's race. Two's outside starting second, the 40 of Edwin Mendez. Then third place of Luke Rainey. Fourth is Landon Lyons, comes in second in the point standings. Ranking out the top five, the 17 of Freddie Soto. His teammate Nongan Scott will start sixth here today. Seventh place for Eli Bright. Eighth for Trey Rainey. Ninth place Zachary DeLello. And John Speed for the 15 rounds out the top 10. Back behind them for the rest of the field, there's Tyler Fink inside of him, the 28 of Evan Hunter. Then we have Nathan Green, the 24, and the 33 of Code Luigi. Then there's Jack Canaramo and Casey Knackle, the 66. Back behind them, Bronson Minnick and Kasham Richardson, the 29, with Anthony Hernandez and Keegan Thompson, 11. Then there's Jennifer Beeford and Alex Reynolds, the 23, with Jeff Brett, the 5, and the 41 of Alex Fletcher. Then we have Andrew Bean and Jake Gowie, the 18, with Mathis Wells and John Smith in car number 09. Then we have Danny Lloyd and Marshall Burrell, with Leon Campana and Justin Zidell, the 99. Then there's Jack Marshall and Brett Sierra, Sebastian Kukulon and points leader Jonathan Rains, Adam McDowell, Carson Bowers, and in the final row, Riley Sprotube and Oliver Evans start 39th and 40th here today for the Gertrude 250 at Pocono. Let's go on track time, fire these engines up with the starting command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Crank it up. Daniel, how are you? You right up there? Where are you at? I can't see you. Yes, sir.
40 engines fire up for racing here at the Pocono Raceway in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. It's a unique racetrack. It's a triangle. Most racetracks will go to ovals. Today, 3 turns and not 4. And all 3 different with 3 different length straightaways. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. Who will be able to tame this tricky triangle? 15 laps around Pocono. Jay Randall on the front row with Edwin Mendez as they come down to the restart zone to the green flag. We're racing in the Gertrude 250 in the Target Series. Contact for the lead in the tunnel turn leads to Pennsylvania. Luke Rainey coming off turn 3 first and leading the first lap at Pocono in Season 10. Rainey leads the first lap in the Gertrude 250. He made contact with Jay Rando in the tunnel turn, got by him, gets out of the front. Second at points in line to second. It's not a near second place. It's a distant second place to Jonathan Rains. So he needs every point to get 5 bonus points for a leading lap right here. Could be beneficial towards his championship chances. Trying to chase down Luke Rainey to get that lap led. Jay Randall trying to come back, looking for third on Freddie Soto to the inside of the tunnel turn. He'll take it away. Lyons closes down Luke Rainey. Randall closes in bigger. The 52 to the inside for second. Jay Randall trying to come back to the front. He's going to try and drive it down Luke Rainey at the 22-7 at the racetrack before he does the same thing to Luke. And Randall to the front now in Pocono. He'll lead the second lap. Start on pole. Got pushed out of the way by Luke. Pushes the 22 out of the way and gets back to the front. Jay Randall leads the second lap at Pocono. And looking 3 wide behind them. Freddie Soto is down low in the 17th with a nice push. That yellow car up top is Luke Rainey. DeLello 3 wide, Soto to the middle. 17-22 rub through 1. Trying to sort it out. 3 wide for a second. Down Long Pond Straightway into the tunnel turn. Rainey a good push to try and get clear. Clear by maybe an inch or 2. He'll get down. Soto slides wide. DeLello up the racetrack as well. Luke Rainey clear in second. Here comes Bowers, along with Hernandez on the inside. Alex Reynolds and Jeff Wright with a nice run on the inside. The Lieutenant Lyons stuck. Minnick tries to force the hole to the inside. They're making contact through turn 3. Up the racetrack. The 12 to 10 still rubbing off 3. Still hitting. And they somehow sorted it out. Lyons second to points at Minnick, Pennsylvania native, rubbing through turn 3 with Jeff Wright. They somehow kept it going in the right direction without causing an accident. We are still green here in Pocono. Randall's pulled away to a gap. They're battling for second. Rainey up top, DeLello down low. 3 wide behind them, Alex Reynolds, Anthony Hernandez, Nathan Green in a scrimmage match as they're racing down Long Pine Trailway into the tunnel turn. For second, more contact. DeLello and Luke Rainey banging fenders. Hernandez looked to go 3 wide. Trying to get there, push from Reynolds. 3 wide for second through turn 3. The 01 carries the 22 up the racetrack. The 31 in the meantime just goes to the inside and gets by. 3 wide again. Can anyone run down Jay Randall's pulled a nice gap. That 52 car is pulled away. If they can get in the draft, they'll run him down quickly. But if they can't get in that draft, if they keep battling for second, it's going to hurt them. Reynolds looked on DeLello, thought better of it, pushed the 01 to turn 1. He'll look low through turn 1. 3 wide behind them. John Smith forcing Cole Luigi wide. 3 wide. Behind Luigi in the middle is Marshall Burrow, the 33 with the good push. Get behind the 22 Luke Rainey. Luke with a run down the inside in that yellow car. Cole Luigi behind him. As the 22 goes wide, contact with the 01. Coach is going to stay to the inside. That's the best place to be. Just stay on the inside, trying to avoid it if anything happens in front of you. Jeff Wright coming back. Bronson May coming back as well in the 12. As Luke Ray moves around to get to 4th. Cole Luigi to 5th. John Smith 6th. 3 wide for 7th. Up top is DeLello. Middle lane, Jeff Wright. Down low, John the Beeford. The 5 will clear him off to get that position. Look at John Smith going down with Cole Luigi, getting in that draft. And those are awkward entries into the corner, awkward angles, but they're working out. Cole Luigi got by Luke Rainey there for 4th. Bound for 5th. John Smith inside of Luke Rainey as they've caught Jay Reynolds in the draft. Hernandez and Alex Reynolds have run that 52 car down. We'll see what they can do with them now into the tunnel turn. With under 10 to go, 9 laps to go at the start-finish line. This is a fast race here at Pocono for these Circuit Series drivers. Caution-free so far, but it's not been action-free. We've had action all over this 2.5-mile triangle. Front 4 gone away. Jay Rendo up the track through turn 3. This is Hernandez's chance off turn number 3. They'll go side by side. Down to lead, lap 6. Give it to Jay Rendo up top. 3-car battle for 3rd right here. John Smith pushing Cole Luigi down low. Alex Reynolds at 23, the 1 up top. That's a 3-way battle for 3rd. 4th lead, they're double file. Hernandez down low, trying to hold it down there. Jay Reynolds trying to get the run off the top side. Same with Cole Luigi and John Smith, the 09 down low. The 3rd up top trying to get the run. Down Long Pond straightaway. The 2nd longest straightaway on this course. Hernandez cannot get by the 52. Randall completes the pass. Keeps it for now, but now slides right through the tunnel. There's Hernandez again to the inside. He'll finally get around the 52. New race leader in Pocono. It is Anthony Hernandez and John Smith for 2nd in the 09. How about John Smith? Up to P2. Jack Marshall with a nice run. He moves by Cole Luigi. Might get by Jay Rendo as well. Luigi slots in line in 5th. His final Target Series season going with the bang at Pocono. He's 1 year before in the Penzo Truck Series. 1 year before in the Gatorade Cup Series. Looking for a Target Series win here in Season 10. A win in his final season to try and make the chase. Jack Marshall all the way to 2nd. A nice run down the front stretch and in turn 1. He's now running down Anthony Hernandez as he's double fouled John Smith. That 60 car looks like he has some horsepower under the hood there. Moving by John Smith. Off into turn number 2. One of the hardest corners to get through. Very flat, 90-degree angle corner. Jack Marshall gets through. Well, he's out in front now in Pocono. Hernandez back to 2nd. For 3rd, Jay Randall coming back, but John Beeford forces the issue. 3 wide. He'll slam the 52 up the racetrack. Denny Lloyd will move through on the bomb as well. There goes Jeff Wright, the 5. 2 cars break away, single foul. Jack Marshall leads the 8th lap of the race. Let's look at the pack of cars fanning out down the front stretch. A lot of cars moving low, trying to protect those spots. They're almost looking 4 wide up in front. This is about for 3rd. Buford up the racetrack. Randall to the middle. Denny Lloyd. Jeff Wright all the way down low. Alex Fletcher with them and Bronson Minnick. And they're fanning out here. 3 wide. That's for third. Can they sort it by the time they get to the tunnel turn? Randall down line front, Jeff Bright, they'll sort it for now. Down to the tunnel, Lloyd slides wide, slides up on the 15, but the 52 goes low. The 5 with that 52, and there comes Alex Fletcher, Bronson Mick. Jonathan Raines, our points leader, up inside the top 10. Come around to 6 to go. That 0-2 coming to the front when it matters the most. Look at the run he has on the inside because the 38 did not get through turn 3 on the outside at all. Jack Marshall lead again the 60. Hernandez riding in second. Those two have broken away. Third place now, Jay Randall running down Hernandez in the draft. Jeff Bright is fourth. Fifth place is currently Alex Fletcher. Then 6 goes to Bronson Mick and John Raines up to 7th. Side by side for 8th. Fink to the inside of Lloyd. John 3 for John Smith and others. And that mix as well. Looking 3 wide. Down the back for 4th. Jeff Bright in the top. Fletcher in the middle. Bronson Mick down low. 41 might have a run to turn 2 right here. Trying to keep it off the 5. Does a great job of it. Fletcher to 4th by the 5 with Jeff Bright. Bronson Mick forces Raines high in the 0-2. Now Danny Lloyd and others might try and get beneath points leader Jonathan. They'll get to the inside as Jeff Bright did not get through turn 3. Coming around to 5 to go in Pocono. A crazy race thus far. We've had so much action at the front of the field. Looking 3 wide behind them, it's Brett Sear and Colucci ducking low. What's going to happen in these final 5 laps of the race? This is a big battle. It's Lloyd, Fink, and Smith. That is for 6th right now. Fink almost caught the 5 with Jeff Bright. Almost turned himself off the nose of that 5 car. Battles on for 2nd. Jay Randall looking on Anthony Hernandez trying to run down Jack Marshall. The 60 has pulled a gap because that 3rd one doesn't look as fast as he did before. I think if Randall can get to 2nd right here, he'll have a shot at that 60 car. Randall to P2, starting on pole here today. John Smith, Danny Lloyd still out for a position back here. Lloyd the one on the outside. Smith drives it hard. Gives him the bumper up the racetrack. Lloyd way wide. 38 out of the groove now. Here comes Fink on the inside. Or excuse me, that's Brett Sear on the inside with the 0-5. Andrew Bean. They move forward with 4 to go. Yellow flag would end the race. 5 cars break away single file. Jack Marshall, Jay Randall, Anthony Hernandez, Alex Fletcher, and Bronson Mick. 6th on back. Can they try and run down these front 5? For the lead, 3 different lanes being run. Marshall way at the track, Randall in the middle, and down low, Anthony Hernandez. The 60 and the 52 get away. Randall's a run now, down Long Pine Trailway into the tunnel turn. We'll see what we can do with it. They'll stay in line for now, no moves being made. Hernandez now for 2nd, coming back on that 52. And almost contact for 6 as Sierra and Smith went door to door. Hard-nosed racing here at Pocono. Anthony Hernandez back up to 2nd. Rando now stuck on the outside. Coming around to 3 to go. Can anyone touch Jack Marshall's lead? 3 laps to go in Pocono. Marshall, Hernandez, Fletcher, Rando, Minnick. Fletcher for 2nd. Can he make it work on the inside? He's ahead, I think. I think he'll be able to stay beside that 31. He's not going to be able to complete the pass until they get to the tunnel turn right here. They'll get it right here in the tunnel. We'll see if he can get to Jack Marshall now. Fletcher to 2nd. Looking on Jack Marshall. Looking to the inside. Down the short chute. He's not quite there, but he has a run going to turn 3. Can he give him the bumper maybe? Trying to loosen him up with the rear end. Trying to take air off the rear. But still stays in line right behind him. 2 to go, this time behind Pocono. 5 miles remain, 2 laps. Who can master the tricky triangle for 2 more times? The rest of the field is caught up single file. We'll see who claims victory here today. Fletcher with the run to the inside to turn 1. Rando and Minnick look on. Hernandez faded back, maybe one of the tires off the 31. He's dropped back to a battle with Brett Sear for 5th. The battle for the lead is on. Fletcher inside of Marshall, Jay Randall, and Bronson Mick wondering where to go because they're side by side in front. Randall will go low. Fletcher slides up, but now Jay Randall's a bit for the lead. Fletcher almost into the wall. Jay Randall moving back to the front. Our pole sitter out in front of the Gertrude 250 come to the white flag, and Pennsylvania Bronson Mick to 2nd. He has a run off turn 3. He'll look to the inside. For 3rd, Hernandez getting the push from Sierra. There's the last lap flag. White flag in the air. We'll come back around no matter what. Looking forward wide. A car's blowing up. It's Alex Reynolds on the last lap. That's back in the pack. We stay green. Minnick and Rando are side by side for the win. Rando up top. Minnick down low. It's a drag race. Here comes Alex Fletcher looking 3 wide. Rando clears the 12 for now. Can Minnick or Fletcher get there? Fletcher's going to ruin Minnick's day. Can the 41 get to the 52? He has a run off turn 2. Here goes Brett Sear into the picture. Fletcher right behind Rando. Sear comes with a huge run to turn 3. He'll dive it on the 41. Can't get to the 52 in time. Off the 3rd corner. Our pole sitter stays out front. There's the checker flag. It's over in Pocono. Jay Rando gets in the Gertrude 250 over Brett Sear and others. Jay Rando wins in Pocono. From pole position, Reynolds blew up on the last lap. Campana also blew up. We had 2 fatalities on the white flag lap. The 43 and the 23. You don't see that every day. That's something. 2 engines grenade on the last lap behind our race leaders. Sierra gave it a valiant effort along with Fletcher, but just was not enough. Jay Rando scores victory in Pocono. Let's go see the finish results from the point standings. Here are the finish results from the Gertrude 250 at the Pocono Raceway. No caution flags today, and we had 4 lead changes. 4 drivers were out in front today at the Pocono Raceway. Jay Rando from pole position led the most laps of 7 en route to victory. Brett Sear, so close yet so far, once again ends up in second after the heartbreak at Kentucky. Moves up and almost gives Jay Rando some heartbreak. He needed maybe 1 more lap to get done. He charged on that white flag lap. Fletcher also tried but got shoved high by the 98. He ends up in 3rd. John Smith with a great 4th place. And Brunswick, so close yet so far, 5th place for him. Colucci battles up to get 6th. Same with Justin Zidell. Never talked about him all day. He got 7th. Hernandez faded at the end with an 8th. Jack Marshall led 6 laps but falls back to finish in 9th. And John Speedford, the 15, rounds up the top 10. Between the 60 and the 52, they led 13 of the 15 laps. Just shows how much leading they did here today. Fink gets 11th, Marshall Burrow 12th, Sebastian Kuklon 13th, Jeff Bright 14th, Evan Hunter in 15th. Luke Rennie led a lap in 16th, Landon Lyons 17th, 18th place for Trey Rennie, 19th Danny Lloyd, and Nathan Green rounds at the top 20. With Landon Lyons getting 17th and Jonathan Raines not finishing inside the top 20, Lyons closed in just a slight bit on that point series. It wasn't really that big of a difference. He gains about 10 or so points as Raines gets 21st, about only 4 positions behind the 10. 22nd to Andrew Bean, Nogin Scott, Kushon Richardson, Casey Nako, Jake Galloway, Adam McDowell, Jack Canoramo, Edwin Mendez, Riley Spurley to the top 30. They have Zachary DeLello, Mathis Wells, Oliver Evans, Keegan Thompson, Jennifer Beeford, Freddie Soto, Eli Bright, Carson Bowers, Alex Reynolds, and Leon Campana both blew up on the white flag lap. They coasted it back around. Reynolds finished the race as his pit stalls after the start finish line. Campana header issue on the 43 is the official reason for not finishing in Pocono. Let's now go see the point standings. Here are the points heading into the Super Speedway swing. It's Jonathan Raines on top still by 108 points. Landon Lyons closes in slightly in second. With his 2nd straight runner-up today, Brett Sear moves up to 3rd in points. Nathan Green is currently 4th, and Mathis Wells is down to 5th. Danny Lloyd is 6th. Jonathan Beeford moves up to 7th. Brunswick up to 8th. Marshall Burrow and Anthony Hernandez are 9th and 10th. Luke Rennie is currently 11th, only 8 points out of the top 10 spot. Jay Rando 12th. Jack Marshall 13th. Riley Spurley down to 14th. Jack Canoramo 15th. They have Alex Fletcher, Nogin Scott, Keegan Thompson, Evan Hunter, and John Smith all in the top 20. 2 wildcard spots. Jay Rando, the win today, moves up into a wildcard spot in 12th, and Riley Spurley falls outside the top 10. His 2 wins, they'll save him. He's in a wildcard spot right now in 14th, but can't have too many more days like that, or else he won't be inside the top 20 and might not be able to use those wins towards a wildcard spot. Colucci now 21st, Casey Nerico 22nd, Andrew Bean 23rd, Jeff Bright, Tyler Fink, both winners are currently 24th, 25th in points, just outside the top 20. Adam McDowell, Freddie Soto, Trey Rennie, Zachary DeLello, and Alex Reynolds the top 30. Carson Bowers, they have Jeff Beeford and Eli Bright, both winners, 32nd and 33rd. Edwin Mendez 35th with his victory, and then these drivers down here, Jake Galloway, Kushon Richardson, Sebastian Kuklon, Oliver Evans, and Leon Campana, all down at the bottom of the points barrel. So 10 races remain until we get to the chase. 20 races remain in the season. Super Speedway swing is next. We're going to go racing at the Talladega Super Speedway in Talladega, Alabama, the Aaron's 300. I will see you guys then.